Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to check out the biggest UK culture shocks that people experience when they visit the UK. And I'm actually really curious about this topic because I feel like I think about it a lot in terms of us, like when we go over to visit, how it's going to feel, like if it's going to feel super different or not that different, or like if we're going to experience culture shock. I mean, I'm sure there will be to some degree. I just wonder how much.
Oh, there's definitely going to be some culture shock. But I think for us, because of all the stuff we've learned about the UK over the past couple of years, I think the culture shock is going to be less for us than it would be for people coming over without any idea of what to expect.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I also think there are a lot of similarities in the culture between the UK and US, more so than a lot of other European nations, but there are obviously major differences. Some we probably know of and a lot we probably don't know of.
True, that you don't know until you get there and experience it firsthand.
Right,
yeah.
Right. So I'm interested to see what these UK culture shocks are that these foreigners are going to be talking about. So let's go ahead and check it out.
In this video, I'll be asking foreigners what's really surprised them about the UK, what's been their biggest culture shock. Stick around to find out so you know not to make these mistakes. Let's go.
MU.
Where are you from?
The Netherlands.
Nice. What's your biggest culture shock of the UK?
Meal deals, I would say.
Meal
deals.
deals.
Scare me so much.
How do they scare you?
Scare
Never
you?
had one, but just the thought of it stresses me out.
A third of British population have the same lunch every working day, and they actually spend £10,000
Really?
in their lifetime for this, a meal deal. Tesco actually released the most popular meal deal combination in the UK: sausage, bacon, and egg. McCoy's Flame Grilled Steak. The most popular drink is, of course, Coca-Cola. This is literally...
By the way, the McCoy's flame grilled steak were delicious.
Yes, they were.
I loved those.
Yes, those were great.
Okay, so they're specifically talking about like a Tesco meal deal or like maybe Greg's or something.
Yeah, at first,
go in a grocery store.
At first I thought she was talking about like a fast food combo or something.
I did too.
Like, what's a meal deal? But it sounds like it's like a sandwich and some crisps and a drink from the store.
I gotta be honest, I'm a little wary of like store-bought pre-made sandwiches and stuff too, but maybe that's just because it's here.
Well, no. Think about this. You're wary of them at Walmart, but are you really? Or no, but are you wary of them at Whole Foods?
No.
Exactly. It's the high-end stores that you're not wary of, but it's the mainstream grocery stores. You're like, I don't know if I want that. I agree with you. And similarly, a lot of people go and buy these sandwiches at the convenience stores around here.
Oh gosh, I would never at a convenience store.
And I'm like, no, I have no idea what that meat is. That does not seem like a good idea. Or how long it's been there. I just feel like it'd be soggy and I have a feeling, you guys in the UK, this is something you have much easier access to good quality. For us, we basically, in our town, I don't know if I'd go to any of the stores and actually buy a meal deal.
Like a pre-sealed, pre-packed,
But you know what? We don't have meal deals like this that I know of. We have, like, you can go and buy a pre-made sandwich or whatever, but like we don't have it coming together.
The closest thing might be at a gas station.
Yes.
And there ain't no way I'm gonna
Well, no, even there, I don't think they do meal deals. I think they have the pre-made sandwiches or something.
I
don't know. We don't buy them, so. But this is interesting. They said they eat the same thing. A lot of Brits eat the same thing for lunch every single day, and during their working days, and they spend £10,000 over their lifetime.
That doesn't seem like that.
That doesn't seem like that much at all. Like, I'm thinking
in their lifetime.
Yeah, because you think about it. That's like, I mean, I would think the average American was spending probably a few $1,000s a year eating lunch. Probably. I mean, you go get a regular combo somewhere, it's $10. So I definitely
think this option is probably more affordable.
Right, I'd like to see what the price of these meal deals are.
50% discount.
I'm not gonna hop on that trend.
Is it not something that you have in Netherlands? You don't have meal deals in Netherlands?
Absolutely not. I don't think it would work anywhere other than the UK, I can't lie.
What in particular scares you about it? It's just a sandwich deal or something?
I don't know, just like seeing all the food there like that, I don't know, something about it. Yeah.
Does it feel like it's not fresh and authentic, or is it
Definitely. Would you say a meal deal is fresh and authentic? I don't think many people. That's a hot take. No, not for me. Not for me.
But it is very British, and I get them quite often. I won't lie. But yeah, you're right. They're not the best thing.
Economically speaking, I get it.
Yeah.
Economically speaking, I get it. Other than that, not convinced.
So what do you get if you don't get a meal deal? What do you do for lunch?
What do I do for lunch?
Yeah.
Rice bar on campus, hamburger for £3.
Wow, okay.
Even better than a meal deal, I would say.
Wow, is it just a hamburger or is it with...
It's actually, yeah, it's just
Hamburger for
with
£3.
Okay. And then when you're in the Netherlands, what do you do for lunch?
Well, when I go back, I'm with my family, so my mom would cook for me, actually.
Pampered,
I'm lucky. Yeah.
Alright, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kimberly and Anna.
Where are you from?
We're from Germany.
Where in Germany are you from?
I live in Munich,
Okay.
near Munich, and
I live near Stuttgart.
Okay, and how do you two know each other?
from school.
Yeah,
School.
went to school.
Nice. Okay, so what's the biggest culture shock of the UK so far? How long have you been here?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay, how long have you staying?
Friday.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so I think the biggest culture shock is people are polite, I think.
That's
as
a culture
German,
shock?
Of course, we're always like very harsh to each other.
Really? I didn't know that.
Trying to be mean, and people here are very polite. You know, if they bump into each other, say, "Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me."
Wait, is that like?
I do feel like, okay, we're American, obviously.
Yeah.
But I will say, when we were traveling,
That's
like,
true.
I didn't know if it was just an American thing. Apparently, it's a British
Asia
thing, too.
Asia, by the way.
Yeah, in Asia, Southeast Asia. Any other foreigners we came across who were like European or from anywhere else, they weren't as polite, I will say.
That's true.
I think it's a culture thing. I do.
I do.
And I didn't know if it was just as Americans, like we're overly polite and overly like accommodating. Like, for instance, when you're passing someone on a sidewalk, and like I tend to kind of like try to get out of someone's way or like make sure I'm giving them room.
Me too.
Whereas I feel like that's not usually reciprocated from other cultures.
Yeah, you know what?
Or excuse me, sorry.
Or maybe we just haven't come across it, but it does seem to not be the norm everywhere. But here, like, I feel like that is the norm.
For the most part. Now, if you go to like big cities like New York or somewhere, it's probably similar.
They're more rushed and stuff. But if you're where we live,
but
everybody's.
Overall,
I think where we live in smaller areas, I mean, generally people are pretty polite and they're always thank you, holding doors open for you,
or queuing patiently.
Yep, queuing patiently. I think that's I think that a lot of how we, at least in our areas we live in, how we go about our day with like the way we interact with people may be closer aligned with the Brits than other European cultures.
It seems like according to this little...
Yeah, because she's shocked by it, supposedly. Yeah. And to me, I wouldn't be shocked by people saying sorry and stuff.
Like common sense, common like...
courtesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Oh, that was my fault. I'm so sorry.
Totally my bad. That's okay.
So that's, I think, a big culture shock.
Okay.
That's weird
all
to me.
of the castles, like there's so many castles, and the castles are so pretty. And in Germany, the castles are not that.
What's
crazy.
been your favorite castle in the UK so far?
Oh my god. Oh, I think we just said that this one is very pretty.
So it's this London Bridge, Tower Bridge.
Yeah.
What is that? I think so. Okay.
Just like
Sure. Okay.
here, right? This one.
Yeah.
Cool.
This one.
All right,
Okay, it's
all
so
right.
many we get confused all the
Trust me,
time.
I've been in London most of my life and I still don't know the castles myself. So yeah, it's hard. Trust me. Average
good.
Londoner doesn't know either
Yeah,
necessarily.
but London is so beautiful.
Yeah.
We love it
All
here.
right, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you just talked about Germans and it seems like the stereotypes of Germans is that they're actually quite stern. So that's the stereotype that's true about Germans.
I think so, especially I think in the south of Germany, we always I think we are like this.
In what way
like in
is the
general.
They
German
don't
stern?
seem like
I
it.
think
They
They
don't.
seem very
We're
friendly
not
and
polite to each other when we don't have to.
Okay.
I think so. If I go into a shop or a cafe or something, we don't say, "Hey, how are you? What can I get you?" We're just like, "Hi, what do you want?" Like,
You
oh,
say thank you what you- to the
that's
Really?
good to know. So if we ever go to Germany, it's not personal.
It's not
They're just like
us.
that.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
person who you buy the item from, I take it.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. That's the difference. What other stereotypes about Germans would you say are true?
we're very on time.
Yes.
Okay.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Doesn't matter. Open the door now. Why did the chicken cross the road? He was following orders.
That is true. Say that. Yes. Because
I like that. Punctuality.
when we went to the British Museum today, we were like, we have to be there half an hour like before everything opens.
Okay.
And we were.
So German efficiency is very, very true.
On time, yeah.
What's a German stereotype that isn't true?
That we're not nice with foreign people, I think. I think that is a big stereotype.
Yeah, you're very nice with me, so thank you.
Yeah. We are in your country, so yeah. But I think that is a stereotype that Germans
agree.
are actually not.
I agree.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm here with your names?
Elvin
Elvin.
And Shona?
Nice. Where are you from?
Belgium.
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 Okay. And which part of Belgium are you from?
East Belgium.
East Belgium. Okay.
It's the German part of Belgium.
Great. All right. So you were talking about biggest culture shock of the UK so far.
The biggest culture shock here are very different cultures and the different food. And yes, that is what is very amazing here in Belgium. We haven't something like this. And yes.
Okay. And the missus, what was the culture shock for you?
The same.
The same? Nothing else? So you talked about the food.
So
Which
the food.
part of the food, I guess, did you like the most, or was it more of a shock to you?
Truffle.
Truffles?
Truffles?
Okay. Where did you have good truffles?
In the food market, there.
Borough Market.
Borough Market.
Borough
Oh,
Market.
nice. Yeah, people like Borough Market.
We really got to look
How
into
long
a
have you been
food
in the UK?
market.
When did you arrive?
That'd
And
be
how long will you stay?
Monday.
Monday.
And we part tomorrow.
Okay, wow. So like 4 or 5 days. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, great. What would you recommend anyone who's coming to, I guess, the UK or London to do?
The parks are very beautiful.
The parks are very beautiful, yes, and the history of London.
Awesome. Any park in particular?
St. James Park.
Yeah, it's beautiful. All right, fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm here with.
Kennedy and Hannah.
And where are you from?
We're from Atlanta, Georgia.
Nice.
The US.
In the States, yes.
How long have you been in the UK?
For about 3 days so far. We're
Okay.
staying for a week.
Nice.
Yes.
So what's your biggest culture shock?
I would say that probably being able to drink under the age of 21.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
yeah.
I forgot about that.
We did see people like riding around in cars with really, really loud British rap, and I was like, "That's real." Like, I felt like it was kind of just like I didn't realize it was like a really real genre of music, you know?
You didn't realize like the music.
Like, I knew it was like real, but I didn't realize like people for real like sit in the car like so serious, like bumping to it, you know?
Did you remember what artist it was that was playing?
I can't remember. It was just some British dude rapping.
Okay.
I don't know. I just
Do you know
couldn't
any
understand.
British artists? That you can mention? I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it.
Say Central C.
I'm trying to think.
How big is he in the US? Because I've never really asked anyone.
He's pretty big.
I feel like a lot of people listen
I've
to
never
him.
heard of
Yeah,
him.
I think it's
We don't
more
listen to
like
rap really that much.
Yeah,
so.
might be a Patreon.
And 21 Savage, yeah.
Okay.
He came to our city and did a show.
did.
Our friend
Yeah.
Miriam went.
Okay. So what else was the biggest culture shock about the UK?
I don't know if it's a culture shock, but I would say that the architecture is beautiful.
Really
That,
pretty.
yes.
Stunning. When you walk around, like you don't get to see things that are built, older than modern day technology and
No, that is absolutely a culture shock, I think, when you get over there, because we don't have those amazing castles and stuff, around every corner.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have them at all,
even,
honestly.
like, intermixed with a modern city. It's really cool.
Yeah, and obviously they're just in London, but you go through basically all of the UK, you're going to come across these old castles and all these different old buildings that are older than anything we have here. And that to me is not only something I really look forward to,
Yeah,
but I
I
know
really
when I actually see it in person, it is going to be kind of a shock a little bit, because it's just like, wow, you see these things in books and on videos and whatnot, and when you're standing in front of them, that is a little bit of a shock. Like when I get to Westminster Abbey for the first time,
I know. I
go inside
I
there,
already feel myself just talking about it becoming emotional.
You're tearing
so
up.
I know, like, when we get there and actually see it for ourselves in person, it's just going to be, like, mind-blowing.
You're crying.
I know. I don't know.
Wow. Yeah, I agree. I will probably cry when I see, because it's just, I see it on videos. I'm just using Westminster Abbey as an example. There's so many you could name, but it's just like you see that even on video, it's just like awe-inspiring. And so I can only imagine when you see that in person, it's just like magnificent.
Gosh, why am I crying? This is weird. We gotta get over there.
stuff now. So like you look around, everything's just square.
Yeah.
And here it's beautiful. Like the bridge, obviously, it's stunning.
Everything's old. We don't have anything like old and pretty.
Yeah, because
Not in Atlanta or just in the US in general, you think?
not really.
Also not in the South.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
If somebody was to go to, I guess, Atlanta, Georgia, what would be something that you think would be a culture shock to them?
probably Atlanta, like just the city in general. I think that like
I think the people there, 100%. Not like me. I just think they're different.
Okay.
You know.
In what way are they different?
Oh, well, maybe like Southern hospitality.
Okay.
Yeah.
The kindness.
Yeah.
So yeah, how have you found British people to be then? I guess.
We like them.
Yeah?
They're so sweet.
I mean, they've been nice.
My grandma's British,
Okay.
and my great grandma lives here, so
Okay.
I'm kind of used to, I don't know, the language, I guess. So.
Awesome, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank
I'm here with
Caroline.
Caroline.
And Ani.
Ani, where are you from?
The U.S.
US. Where in the US?
California.
Okay.
And I'm from Minnesota.
Nice. And how do you two know each other?
Okay, that is a completely different vibe of people.
Yeah.
Minnesota and California, you can't get much more different than that. I mean, really. Upper Midwest compared with, well, what
West
California
Coast.
is. Yeah, West Coast vibe. Yeah.
We go to school together in Tennessee.
Okay.
Oh.
Another different vibe.
Yeah, this is a
So,
completely different
what's
vibe
your
as well.
biggest shock?
The lingo. The lingo.
Yeah.
There's just lots of different phrases.
Like
that,
slang.
Yeah, slang.
Yeah.
Which ones come to mind that really, I guess, surprised you, or you're just scratching your head?
Chunder.
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 That's crazy.
We learned
That's
that
crazy.
one.
Okay, use that in a sentence because I never use chunder, so I'm trying to figure what chunder
Is it
means.
cute?
Is it like to
throw
vomit?
up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you need to
Ew.
chunder is what we've been asked.
Yeah.
I take it that was by your friend after you've been drinking or something.
Yes.
Alright.
Specifically at Temple Bar.
I didn't realize people said stuff like chunder.
Yeah.
We didn't either.
We didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
They're just all like funny. Like Mind the Gap is hilarious.
You don't have mind the gap in the US one.
Mind the gap.
Yeah, that is
Watch
kind
your
of funny.
step.
All right.
Also, like the public transportation. We
Yes.
don't really have.
We don't have that or
anything.
Like you guys have the tube. We have the subway, but
Only in
you
New York, really.
you only go on the subway if you want to get murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did hear a story about a gunfight on a subway in New
Yeah.
York last
That
year.
happens
so,
a lot.
Our public transportation
that's
is very not safe
Very not safe.
and not common to use.
No.
So from each of your
Well, I'd also like to say that it's only really in certain areas.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have...
Specifically said New York.
Yeah, they said New York, and if someone said, hey, what about... If they mentioned Subway, I would literally automatically think New York.
Boston has a subway.
Boston has a Subway. I don't know where
Does
else.
Chicago?
I don't know. I don't know. Chicago has a subway. But generally speaking, public transportation anywhere I've ever lived is almost non-existent.
And it's pretty sketchy.
Well, like it's non-existent.
I know, but I'm saying any public transportation I've ever been on
Yeah, it is sketchy.
is sketchy.
Although I will say, anytime I used to go to New York City, I used to love riding the subway because it was the only time I've ever rode it.
Yeah.
Actually, I think outside of when we went overseas to Southeast Asia, specifically Bangkok. Bangkok has the good overhead tram thing.
Right.
Beyond that, I think New York is the only place I've ever rode like real public transportation beyond taking the Amtrak from New York to Florida, which is I don't really know if I call that public transportation
Not
so
really,
much.
'cause you're, like,
It's going across
yeah.
many states. It's not the same thing as local.
I mean, aside from like
Public
bus
transportation.
public transportation,
I have rode to
which I
Greyhound.
hate,
Yeah, I hate that.
I've ridden a subway in Boston, and that's it.
Yeah, it's just literally not that. And I know she's from Minnesota. Unless Minneapolis has a subway, she probably has very little experience with it. I know Tennessee doesn't really have any major public transportation. Now, she's from California. She might be used to some public transportation. I don't really know. But most of us, definitely not something we have a lot of experience with.
Yeah.
Or respective places, if somebody was to go there, what would you recommend they should do?
You have
What might be
better
a bigger
one, 'cause
culture shock to them as well?
Oh, a culture shock.
We have Minnesota's like a Canadian accent, so you you accentuate vowels a little bit more there.
For example?
Like, oh yeah, you betcha.
What the
Oh,
what was
yeah,
that?
you betcha.
Yeah. They just accentuate the A's and the O's a little. I don't know, probably the snow and like everything we do in the snow might be a little bit crazy, like
Yeah,
ice fishing
that's a good
and
point.
going four-wheeling on ice, driving on the ice with your car. Yeah.
That sounds dangerous. But I think
is.
you've got good tires on
Yeah,
that.
but it's fun.
All right, and anything from Cali?
Probably just like the beach culture, like everything is done outside because it's so warm all the time. Like it never really gets below 70, so everything is
Such a
outside
contrast
all the
between these two where they're
time.
from.
Yeah, everything's really expensive.
You want to get a smoothie? Like $30.
Yeah.
How have you found prices in the UK? Has that not been a shock, or no? It's been pretty normal.
Yeah,
Relatively
pretty normal.
the same. Like if you're just going to like your average city in the U.S., not even like city really, but like if I was back home in Minnesota, it'd be roughly the same.
All right. When did you arrive, and when will you be leaving?
We leave tomorrow.
We leave tomorrow.
Okay.
We got here last Thursday.
Wow, what's been the highlight of this trip?
Well, she's been here before. I've never been here
Okay.
before. So like seeing all the touristy spots, like
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love like Covent Garden, the market. The markets are all awesome. We went to Camden Market, Borough Market.
Okay. Yes.
Borough Market again.
I'm here with your name.
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
Jennifer, nice to meet you. Where are you from, Jennifer?
I'm from Taiwan.
Taiwan. What's been the biggest culture shock when you've been in the UK?
The people here, when they cross the road, they will not obey the traffic lights and just
Really?
That surprises me.
That surprises me.
What? It's probably tourists, honestly.
It probably is,
really
yeah.
shocks me.
So is it not like that in Taiwan? The people.
Yes, we follow the traffic lights. We follow the lights for workers. Yes.
I have a feeling Taiwan is probably similar to Japan in culture. I don't know if that's true, but I have a feeling it is. We never actually made it to either Taiwan or Japan when we were in Asia, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I don't know why that is. I just feel like, how Japan has that very orderly culture in every way. Japan's known to be very orderly, very clean, very over the top respectful with their elders and things like that. I have a feeling places like Taiwan are probably very similar. Yeah.
I will say Southeast Asia was chaos.
Southeast Asia was chaos.
People were crossing whenever they wanted, and
they had babies on the back of motorcycles, just driving around without helmets, and it was really insane. That was a culture shock.
Yeah,
that was definitely an eye-opening culture shock.
I'm surprised she says that though. I bet it is tourists.
Yeah,
like foreigners.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Yes.
And has there been any other culture shocks to you being in the UK so far?
Maybe the food here I don't like very much.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, because there's many delicious food in Taiwan. I already miss them.
What's your favorite Taiwanese food?
Maybe Taiwanese food, beef noodles. Okay. Yes.
Nice. And as a foreigner from Taiwan, what's really your first impression of the UK?
Oh, it is a very beautiful city, and there's
the UK is a beautiful city.
There are historical buildings everywhere. So every time I take a picture and put it on my Instagram, my friends always said that the landscape is just like a postcard.
And what about British people? What's been your impression of them so far?
Friendly, polite, but sometimes I'm not sure it is safe to talk to other strangers or not. I don't know.
Why do you say that?
Some British people will talk to me on the street. I feel they are very friendly, but in Asia we will not often do that.
I was under the impression that Americans were the ones more likely to go up to random strangers and start conversations. I thought the British generally
were more reserved.
I know, at least from what I've been told, and I think what I've kind of learned on certain videos about public transportation, you generally, like if you go on the London Tube, the tube, most people don't actually start up conversations. Everybody's just kind of quiet and whatnot. That's fine with me.
I mean, if I'm on public transportation,
I'm all good with that.
I don't really want to strike up a conversation with someone usually.
Would that be a culture shock to you if you went into public transportation and everybody was just quiet?
No.
Yeah, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be.
I mean, it would be a little awkward, I guess, because on public transportation you're used to a lot of noise. I think, but. I mean, for me, I'm a quiet person. So.
Me too. Whether you believe it or not, I'm a pretty quiet person. When it comes to I'm not
people
someone
you don't know.
Yeah, I'm not someone that just goes up on the street, "What's up?" and starts having conversations. Sometimes I wish I was more like that. There's so many different culture shocks I already know that I'm going to experience when I go over there. Number one is going to be just like we said, just the amazing architecture and buildings and just history in general. I mean, even down to going and seeing some of these amazing cemeteries. You just look in the background of what we're seeing in this still here, and it's wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I see you look at all this over here, and then look over here. I mean, it's just it's such a different vibe. Now, some of that is that we live in a smaller area, and if we go to Boston, for example, we will see much more beautiful buildings than what we have here. But nonetheless, I think just the UK in general, you're going to find more of that. I think that's going to be the biggest culture shock to me.
And the castles, like they were saying.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We don't have any of those, really. Not any actual authentic real castles. We don't have them.
But I was surprised coming from Germany, they were shocked by that.
I know, I was surprised about that too.
I thought Germany had quite a few beautiful castles.
I would think so. I mean, I'm sure most of Europe has a lot of that, right? I think another one of the biggest culture shocks for me is going to be public transportation in general. And that's coming from someone who literally has no public transportation experience hardly at all.
We're little country bumpkins.
Pretty much, yeah. From small towns and we've never had subways and really bus systems in our towns.
Little brief experiences here and there.
Right. But nothing major. You know, I've outside of going to New York City and some other things that I've mentioned in the past, I've really have hardly any public transportation experience. And so I think that's going to be a big culture shock for me. I'm sure some of the food is going to be a culture shock, especially as we get to some of the stuff like black pudding, haggis from up in Scotland. Obviously, this video was from London, but I think most of these things they said can generally be a UK over type of thing. But I'm sure there's going to be a number of culture shocks. So anyways, guys, let us know in the comments, what do you think will be the biggest culture shocks for us specifically
as
Americans when we come over to the UK for our first visit. Also, guys, let us know if you've ever been to the US and if you have, what culture shocks you experienced when you came over here. I'm guessing for a lot of you, definitely the lack of public transportation was one. And honestly, possibly the size of distances. If you did any major travel while you're over here, I'm guessing that, you know, going from one state to the other and realizing you're only in the next state over can be kind of a culture shock. If you live outside the U.S. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments or suggestions about this video or others. And don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow us on our journey. Until next time, guys. Peace.